Hello, everyone. I hope you are fine. My name is Luis Fernandes. I work for online application. I am head of delivery. Today we'll talk with Simon Elmore. He's our colleague and our client as well. He's based in London. He talk about that. He's an expert in logistics and work as a VP for SmartKargo from Boston. Okay. Hello, Simon. How are you doing?
Yeah, very good. Thank you, Luis. Thanks for a nice introduction. Always good to chat to you. So thank you. Thanks for having me.
Take you, Simon, to be here. We know that your time is rushed. So, Simon, could you briefly introduce yourself and especially the company you work for?
Sure. Yeah, my name's Simon Elmore. I'm VP Cargo Solutions for SmartKargo, which, as you say, is a technology provider in aviation, mainly in air cargo. So they have air-to-air ERP systems that airlines used globally. And they also have a big footprint and a growing footprint in e-commerce. So door-to-door delivery, basically, within countries, but also cross-border. And yeah, my background is in air cargo and product development. And I've been here about a year, and I've been recently leading a cross-border e-commerce project for a big airline.
Good. Yeah, Simon, talking about this specific project, I know there are some contract restrictions that unfortunately we cannot say about the name of this client, but could you talk about the project or even at least the business of this client?
I come from kind of a more traditional air cargo background, so this was a very interesting project for me to come in on. And basically, SmartKargo is built from scratch two portals which allow customers in specific buying countries to buy from an origin country and get it shipped to their door. So courier, basically, small package. So for example, if I'm in the UK, as one example of a buying country, I could buy something from the US. The system gives you a unique suite ID, so I get my own account or PO box or inventory ID within a warehouse in the US, and I can buy from any e-tailer in the US and get it shipped to my door. And the system that we developed basically has the front end B2C customer facing, and then a big maintenance, administration, reporting module for the airline itself. So it provides airlines with an ability to compete with integrators and to offer basically a B2C express product to their normal air cargo handling product. So we've pretty much built the front end from scratch, and the back end is based on the current SmartKargo air-to-air solution. So that's what we've been working on.
Sounds great and sounds complex project. How long it was the time for?
Yeah, so I got brought in. I think officially I got brought in June, maybe May, June last year, and the target, as always, is 6 months or so. We did go live with the first origin about 6 months after, 5-6 months after, but there was a lot of work before I came on board. And basically, yeah, we definitely needed help. As soon as I came on, we noticed pretty quickly that we needed help in the development side of things, especially with some of the technologies that were chosen. So with React.js, GraphQL, the CMS, we just needed a little bit of advice, expertise, and, to be honest, resourcing to help us get from here to here on the project. Because like most things, the estimations were maybe slightly low, and when we dived into the detail, there's a bit more to build than expected.
Sure. Well, and I know that online application, our staff worked with you in this project. How was that? What can you say about that? Did you help you?
Yeah, fantastic. I've learned things about different countries as well as learning things technologically, and I feel I've got to know a lot of the guys from online apps as kind of more than just colleagues, and that's very important to me. If I'm leading a product, you have to trust the person that's helping you to deliver, and as you say, it was very complex. So for me, it's been fantastic. We had front end expertise, back end, full stack, and a lot of the time, I have to say, the requirements that the online apps team received were not finalized. And in some cases, it was, look, we need to build. Here's a list and a huge backlog. Can you please just try to move it forward? So there was a lot of kind of self-development, self-policing momentum that your guys pushed forward, and that really helped with building the kind of the foundation of what became the end product very quickly. So yeah, I've had a great experience with them, for sure. Yeah.
Good. So it was easy to work with Brazilians, I think.
Definitely.
It was a good experience.
Definitely. For me, like I don't come from a technical background. I know a bit of the tech, and for me, if I can speak to a product or development resource, senior, junior, at any level, and they can explain it to me, then I have confidence, right? So, and it's the character of someone just as much as the ones and zeros. So there's a lot of great developers out there, but if they can't communicate with a wider team, if they can't give regular updates, if you're working with a big airline customer, they're very demanding, so you need to have information very early, and very succinct and together. And with the online apps teams, I always got that. We had a couple of go lives implementations throughout the project, and the guys also stepped up when it was maybe out of hours and weekends, and could have even been public holidays, and those kind of things aren't expected, and everyone's got the okay to say no, but when someone puts their hand up to say I would like to, it means they're invested in that project, they care, and I found that with the online apps guys.
That's good. So. I'm really happy to listen to that. Thank you. Well, about the future projects, are you considering to work with online application?
It's a good one. I don't know if it's my full decision, but I think I would always give the okay. So I was part of a bigger project that kind of slowed down and then got given this project. But I think if a new project came in and we were talking about resourcing now, obviously all options are on the table, but I think in terms of outsourcing, it would be top of the list in terms of the people that I've interacted with, for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much, Simon. Is there anything else that you'd like to raise?
Not really. I just, in terms of recently, we've hit a couple of milestones on this big project, and just would like to say thank you. I said thank you individually to the team or your team, but just generally, I think it's been a very positive and fruitful relationship. And in my experience, I've had 25 years in software development at various levels, and it's hard to get kind of offshore trust. And yeah, I've just been very impressed. So just thank you for helping out, delivering a complex project.
Thank you so much. Yeah, understand your point. Well, okay, Simon. So thank you so much for this feedback. It's very important to us. We really hope to continue to this partnership with SmartKargo, and we hope to see you in future deliveries, future projects. Okay. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.